What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Singing the Tea. I'm your host, Dustin, singer actor L, and we are going to jump right back into it. And you already know how we do here. Sometimes I sing, sometimes I do all the reality TV, but it's always going to be what you want. It's always going to be what you need. And today, we are going to jump back into another episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 12. Y'all, I don't know what it is. It's like the show is picking up. It's really picking up. Like last episode was really, really good, right? Like it left us on a cliffhanger, and then we jump right back into it. This episode, right back into the tea, right back into the drama, y'all. And this episode was really, really, really good. It had gave us a lot of different dynamics within this episode, and I really enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about it, right? So the episode opens up back at the messy or shady lagoon. Now, Karen called it the Love Lagoon, but child, it was so much shade and mess going around up in there. Child, it wasn't no love. Love did not bring them home last night, and it was not at that lagoon because it wasn't nothing but mess and shade, child. That's what that was. Now, when Jacqueline shows up with these balloons, she said, listen, she brought 8 balloons to represent the 8 citations. And I'm gonna be real with you, Jacqueline. We have had enough of you. Like, I don't, you are letting Mia put a battery in your back and it's not working well for you. Now, don't get me wrong. In the moment, it was funny. Like, was it funny? Did we laugh? I'm going to be real. Not really. Like, I think it was in poor taste. Like, it's one of those things, like, it's crazy because you want people to have sympathy and empathy for Mia. But then you go and you are dogpiling on what Karen is going through. And it's like, honestly, Jacqueline, Karen hasn't done anything to you. You keep coming for Karen for some reason, and it's like you keep saying that. Well, I don't understand why she has an issue. You have been on Karen's back this whole time. In the beginning, you said, "Oh, well, Karen called me drunk," knowing that she's going through her case. And y'all, there's a whole video about her case. Go and find it. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into it on this one. We're going to act as if that ain't got nothing to do with it right now. But going into that, you know that this lady is going through what she's going through. You saying that she called you drunk, that's not the best thing to do to somebody who you call a friend when they're going through a case like this. So you showing up to that lady house with them balloons was real tacky when you weren't invited. It wasn't really cool. Now, when Karen was saying that she felt like it was shady, and Giselle was like, it wasn't shade. Giselle just didn't hear. We found out later Giselle didn't hear everything that she said. But Mia was over there cackling. That's how you know you wasn't coming with good intentions. You know you were coming to be shady because your best friend, the head girl in charge when it comes to y'all friendship, she's over there laughing and gassing you up. So you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. Like, girl, please. So all the ladies, Stacy, all of them were just like, hey, yo, that ain't real cool. Like, a lot of them was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, this is not cool. Um, so Karen is like, baby, you got to get off my property. Get off of my property. And Jacqueline didn't even show up, like giving her, like if you're gonna show up like that, show up in an outfit that's gonna eat the girls up. You didn't. You didn't give us that. So, girl, please miss us with all of that BS. Now, oh, Ray, y'all, Ray is such a nice gentleman. Ray said, let me go ahead and walk this lady out, child. It's a dog out here. It's a wild dog. And let me just go out here and just make sure the lady gets to her car. She don't get her ankles ate up by this dog. Ray was walking out, and Karen said, Ray, unhand her, unhand her. Listen, Karen was not playing. Karen was like, get that heifer off of my property. But Ray was trying to be a gentleman. Ray was like, listen, I was raised right. I'm just trying to make sure the lady gets to her car. I am a gentleman, baby. It was good to me. But her and Jacqueline and Mia was out there having a conversation. And Mia's like, she can't even kick you out because she don't even own it. She renting this. Is she a resident in that home? She can put you off that property. Girl, please. And Mia, you should know that because you've rented quite a few places. Yeah. Um, so then when Ray gets back in here, y'all, Ray had it going on this episode. Ray started talking to the mermaid. And Ray was like, oh, y'all getting out, you lost your tail. I was gonna get in there with you. Ray, get your old ass in this house. Cause you was doing too much. Now, Ray, you was doing too much this episode. And now it was good as hell to me. But Ray, you was doing way too much. Now you going in there and sit down somewhere. You get you some good tea, coffee. You get in your lazy boy recliner, and you enjoy the rest of your life, Ray. But you was out here frolicking and wanting to be in there with the mermaids. It's too much. We don't want all that, Ray. But that shit was funny as hell. Now, while Karen is trying to usher the plates and try to figure out what the plate situation is gonna be. Just a side note real quick. Y'all, when they have events like this and the food just be sitting out, does it bother? I just feel like when it just be sitting out and the air just be all on it like that, I don't know what it is. It just kind of like, I'm like, ugh, I don't know. It's just, is it cold? Like, it's just a lot of stuff that I'd be like, I don't know about this. But the food did look really, really good. It's just sometimes when it be sitting out on the place, it seems like it's been there for hours. Like, y'all ain't got no heat lamps, kill the bacteria. Anyway, so Mia tries to talk to Karen, and Karen wasn't having it. And I will tell you, I'm in support of Karen. Mia, you knew what your friend did. Y'all, I'm getting hot. You knew what your friend was doing. You were trying to be shady with your friend. You knew what it was because you know she told you, which you admit to it later, that you knew that she was coming. Don't do that. I'm with Karen. Karen was like, listen, I don't even want to fool with you right now. Like, girl, get up out my face. And I'm with her. Now, in Mia's confessional, her green screen, she says that she feels like Karen is delusional. I feel like they're both calling each other delusional. And let's be real, both of you are delusional, just on two opposite ends of the spectrum. You're both delusional in your own ways. Both of you are very, very delusional. But keep it going because it makes for an interesting TV show. I'm just gonna put that there. But Mia, I don't know who delusion we are more tired of, to be honest. Mia's delusion with this whole marriage and what she's trying to do is a little bit much. Karen delusion with every damn thing is too much. Child, we over it, to be honest. We over it, but we gonna keep on watching because we love y'all because we ain't gotta deal with this in our everyday life, child. So we just watching y'all and we just know what to do if something like this does happen. Just saying. Now, Stacy is sitting there and she's like, she's just saying that, hey, Jacqueline was wrong. And she's like, Mia, did you know that she was coming? Like, did you know that she was coming? And I don't know what the hell this note I put on here. But yeah, she knew that she was coming. She knew. Mia trying to act like, oh well, she told me that she was, but I didn't really know. She said she was in the area and she might stop by. Yeah, with these balloons and all of this shit, girl, please. And then Giselle in her confession, she tries to clear it up. Well, she doesn't try. She does clear it up. She says she didn't hear it. So we're gonna allow Giselle to sit there and marinate with that. She said she didn't hear it because she comes to Karen's defense later. But Giselle, we got some questions for you when we get to that portion of this review. Now, I don't know why, and I don't think that she meant anything by it per se, maybe. And it's a couple of things here. I would say if you have dietary restrictions and you go into somebody's event, always let the people know, like, hey, this is what I can't have. Because Karen probably honestly wasn't thinking about it. So, and Karen could have extended that branch and say, like, hey, does anybody have any dietary restrictions? So that could have been something that Karen could have said. But the way that Kate reacted to it, like, oh, this has cheese in it and this has cheese in it. Oh, well, great. Well, I guess I'm just not eating today. I don't know why that just didn't sit well with me. And I really like Kate. I just ain't like that. It was just something about that it just kind of annoyed me a little bit, but whatever. We're not gonna sit on that. Now, Mia and Stacey getting in the pool. They got in the pool, child. All right, so we start to see after we see Mia getting in that pool, we start to see the ladies getting ready for Panama. We start to see the ladies get ready for Panama. I'm gonna take a sip. Hold on. Cheers to us. Good morning. Now, we see the ladies getting ready for Panama, and it's really nice seeing them get their wardrobes together. Ashley pulls out that Versace bathing suit. She said, I've been waiting to step out in this. We love it. And we see Mia getting ready with her daughter. That was super, super cute seeing her get ready with her baby. That was really, really nice. But we fast forward and we get to the airport. Now, when we get to the airport, Josh drops off Ashley. How y'all feeling about Ashley and Josh? I think that they are really, really cute. I think that they fit each other. Um, I think that they're a cute couple. I think that Ashley has a type, and I think that he kind of fits that type. So it's really, really good to see Ashley, like, one, dating somebody closer to her age. I think she's actually a little older than him, but dating somebody closer to her age is really, really nice to see. There's nothing wrong with dating older, just depending on when it falls, because sometimes it is something wrong with it. Um, we ain't even go there, but y'all know what I mean. But it's good to see Ashley dating somebody in her age group. But she seems to really like him, and I like him for her. Now, as everybody's piling into the airport, Ashley got there first. Jacqueline shows up, then Karen. And Karen was like, I'm going to pay this girl dust because I ain't got time for it. We loved every bit of that. She was paying that girl dust. Now, when everybody starts to pile in, we see Giselle and Karen, they're having a chat. And Giselle and Karen let them know, like, listen, we need to start checking these girls because there's a lot of stuff that these girls are doing. Because Giselle didn't realize what took place when it came to Jacqueline doing what she did. And I'm be real with you. I'm with y'all. Y'all need to start checking these girls like y'all did back in season 1, season 2. We need to bring back that good shadiness of it. Don't get wrong. We like to see y'all getting along. But Karen, Grand Dame, we need you to step into your bag and then step back out of it, baby, because you know how to get the girls together. Now, that's the one thing we can say about the Grand Dame. She always gets the girls together, baby. That's one thing we will say. But she said it's time for us to do an OG check. And child, I am here for every ounce of it. Y'all better check the girls. But it was so shady and it was just something about it when Mia was coming in and then Karen said, "Yeah, you can wait for your friend," and she just walked off, and then Jacqueline was like, "Well, at least I have real friends out it." Girl, please, Karen ate you up with that. Karen said what she said, grabbed her luggage and strutted off. Baby, Karen ate you up. Now, y'all saw Mia show up. I think it was just me that noticed this. So Mia's blazer, it was like a black blazer with like feathers on it, and then she had on this like jumpsuit. It just didn't match, and it bothered me for some reason. I don't know why, but it just was like, girl, why that? Why that? I'm sure you have plenty of coats, plenty of jackets. Why that one of all coats to wear? But whatever. So the girls get on the plane. We make it to Panama. And listen, Panama is beautiful. So Wendy's giving the girls a breakdown of what the trip is going to look like. She's saying, hey, everybody's going to have their own room, so nobody has to worry about sharing. She's giving everybody the good stuff, throwing out the goods, throwing out the goods. And baby, she drop a bomb and say, oh, it's going to be 2 hours before we get there. Now, hold the hell on, Wendy. Did everybody even get to use the bathroom? And my thing is, it seemed like it took y'all longer than 2 hours because it was good in daylight when y'all left the airport, and baby, it was nightfall. I don't know what y'all had going on, baby, but listen, that's too long. My God, that's a long. After you just been on the plane sitting for all that time, baby, we couldn't do that. Now, while they're in the sprinter and everybody's finding their foot and everybody's chatting, um, Ashley and Stacy have a chat about TJ. And it just kind of opens up and then everybody kind of starts to jump in on this. And because Stacy's like, well, you seem to have something to say about it, Ashley. And Ashley says that she just doesn't feel like TJ is the right person for her. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. Kay said that she saw them give a good Christian kiss. She said she felt like he stepped it up a little bit. And Stacey said that I put Christmas kiss on this. It's funny. Stacey said, that she's okay with where they are because she is not in a place to date anybody. She's going through divorce. Now, Stacey, honestly, we're kind of getting over the whole TJ talk. I think all of us are. We're just over it. I'll agree with Ashley. I feel like TJ is a nice guy. I just don't feel like TJ is the right guy for you. But when you said that you weren't really like looking for anything serious, it seemed like you tried to backpedal a little bit out of that, Stacey, because TJ has always kind of stated that y'all were friends. You kind of stated that you were in love with this guy, you really like this guy, you're dating somebody, and I'm with Karen. You're confusing us a little bit because it seemed as if it was more to it than what you led us to believe then. But then now it's like, oh, well, we're just friends. And I don't know if you're doing that to try to save face. I don't know. But the girls do have a right to feel like you're giving us mixed signals. But I'm with Stacey. Y'all need to move on. The lady saying that that's her friend now, then leave it be. Leave it what it's going to be. I feel like Stacey's kind of coming to the realization on her own that, hey, he might not be the right person for me. I need to sit within me and figure out me first before she jumps into that. And I feel like she'll feel in time that TJ is not the right person for her. But yeah, so we gonna be done with Stacey and TJ. Hopefully, we don't talk about this anymore until the reunion, so we can all move on from it. Now they're still in the sprinter because it's gonna take them 11 hours to get to the resort. Mia is having a conversation, and Mia is saying, hey, she wants to give the girls kudos for how they're handling their divorces, and she lets Stacey know, like, hey, we give you a hard time, but girl, we really are proud of you. We're supporting you. We are here for you. Even though we joke and we joan, we still here to support you. So I did like to see that. So Ashley is saying that she with all of this going on, that she is really feeling Josh. And hey, like she really misses him, like she really likes him, and she hasn't felt this way for someone since um oh, what is her ex name? Michael. She hasn't felt that way since Michael. And Wendy is just like letting her know, like, girl, I want you to find you somebody better than the dude. I think that he's a good fit for her. I don't know what Wendy is wanting for Ashley, but my thing is, Wendy, if you're wanting somebody in particular, set the girl up, set her up with somebody. But I don't know who Wendy would have in mind for Ashley, but I think that he's cute. I think that he's cute for Ashley. He's fun. The only thing is just like long term, I don't know if he's fully ready for like Ashley's life, because Ashley, yeah, you're having fun, but there are certain things. Don't let the fun get in the way to your actual reality of life. Like you have to sometimes sit within yourself to figure out to say like, hey, can I really do this long term? So, but then Ashley let us know she gave him something that he could feel, baby. She said, I had to put this good thing on before I came up here to Panama, baby. She said, I had to give him something to remember. I know that's right, Ashley. She said she gave some of the pool boy some of that good loving. I know that's right. You better do it, girl. And once you've done it, you turn around and do it again. Yes, ma'am. We love it for you, Ashley. Y'all, they finally make it to the resort. It's nighttime. I feel like they've been in that car 2 days. But they finally make it to the resort. And the resort is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful resort. And Wendy is starting to do the room parents. And baby, she chose chaos and mess. That's all me. Wendy did. Wendy said, "Listen, in my room, it's gonna be me, Mia, and it's gonna be Kay. So they're in there. Then we have Karen, Jacqueline, and Ashley, and then we got Giselle and Stacy. Listen, I don't want nobody to go to jail overseas. Now listen, Mia, I mean Wendy, I don't know why I keep doing that. Wendy, girl, you could have these people locked up over there. These people don't know what they need to do to get out of jail. Don't be doing that to these ladies. But I'm gonna be real. I was here for it because we love when y'all produce, baby. You a producing girl, and you giving us the shade that we need. When it said, baby, I chose chaos on purpose, and it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it is. Now, damn, Giselle, what is it? What you want to room with Stacey? What's going on with Stacey that you don't want to live with her? Now, Wendy was Giselle was not feeling living with Stacey, but she said, you know what, we're gonna make it do what it do. But Wendy said she had her roommate because she knows Stacey gonna get on Giselle damn nerves. And listen, we here for it, baby. Thank you in advance. Now, listen, when we getting some of that good shade from Karen, Karen said, I'm gonna take the upstairs. I don't know why that's my KarenHuger voice. I'm gonna take the upstairs room because, so we can have some space due to the circumstances with what is her name? Jacqueline, darling. And I think that she would suggest the same. Listen, Jacqueline, here's the thing. You cannot take Karen. And it's a lot of these women. You could have played with Ashley. You could have played with Kay, Stacy. Stacy, real ones you could play with. Karen is not the one to do that with because Karen is quick wit. And now don't get me wrong, we're gonna always laugh at her shit because it'll never make no damn sense half the time. But Karen is too quick for you, Jacqueline. You are not ready, and you proved it at the dinner. You are not ready for Miss Karen. And we're gonna continue to go into it. Now, as the ladies are showing up for dinner, I love the dance and I love seeing the culture over there. And while they're sitting down, Wendy asked, she was like, hey, what does the devil represent? And he kind of tells, it's just the devil, and it's just saying like how the dancing and you're dancing with the devil essentially. You're playing with the devil and you just need to be careful. And then that kind of gets Karen activated. Karen was like, listen, the devil is here at the table with us because he's been dancing around me, because the devil was dancing around me a lot with this little thing. So I think he can know that it's a dark spirit at this table. And everybody's like, girl, we know you talking about Jacqueline. We already know that devil is representing Jacqueline. And Giselle jumps in and she lets her know, listen, Jacqueline, what you did was messed up, it was messy, and it was unnecessary. You ain't have to do that. And then Jacqueline is saying that her message was missed. She said that she was coming in love and light, but I'm gonna be real with you. You couldn't come in love and light because you weren't invited. You couldn't come in love and light because you knew that you and Karen weren't in a good space. So showing up in an event with 8 balloons representing her citations or whatever it is that she's going through, that wasn't smart. Like, oh, well, they're in the shape of hearts, and I would hope that everyone educated and understand. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You were wrong. You shouldn't have done that. And Karen was right for kicking you out. Your message couldn't be heard because of the way that you delivered your message. And then your friend is sitting up there cackling because your friend knew that you was being shady. So own it. That's the thing. Just sit up there and own it. And then when Karen got to let her know, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I will be pressing charges. Now Karen said when she's gonna be filing charges and trespassing, and then you can't release the balloons and all of that. Now hear me out here, Karen. Cause Karen, I'm with you on this, right? Should we now honestly, y'all, we really need to start releasing balloons because of like Karen said, the global warming, and then it's a whole thing with the balloons that kills animals. Do not release balloons, y'all. I'm serious here. This is serious. But Karen, you ain't give a damn about them balloons. You know you ain't give a damn about it. But you know what? I'm with you, Karen. Karen said, baby, she went low and she finna go to prison, baby. Just like you finna go to prison. Y'all maybe be cellmates. I don't know. Allegedly. Don't take my Amazon things. Y'all already know. But Jacqueline, you were wrong. And then you are trying to sit up and say, well, if she can't receive it, she can't receive it. I was coming with positivity. You weren't. You were coming to make a mockery of this lady at her home that you were not invited to. By the way, how did you get the address? Mia, did you give it to her? Oh, no, I didn't give her the address. She just happened to be in the area. How does she know? How does she know? So, girl, please. You weren't invited. Your friend gave you the address. Karen is well within her right to press charges, even though child, Karen, please. But she well within her right to press some charges if she wants to, and it is what it is. Now, as they are going in on me a little bit, now this is where we kind of take a little turn because not Jacqueline, Giselle jumps into and she's like, "Listen, Mia, I don't appreciate you saying what you said about my children. You were low." And then the fact that Mia doubled down on it was just mind blowing to me. Like, Mia, you can feel how you feel, but you're wrong because those girls have nothing to do with Giselle. Giselle didn't bring up her daughters. You brought up your children. You brought up the situation and you always bring it up. So the girls are like, hey, you bringing this up all the time is not protecting your children. People do this sometimes when you say something to them in regards to their situation and they try to make it seem like you're talking about their children. Giselle wasn't talking about your children. The women weren't talking about their children. They were talking about you and how you're handling your current living situation. So that's not fair for you to weaponize her children when you have a situation going on. That's not fair. And honestly, too, Giselle's kids are older. Your children are young. So be mindful and be careful of the things that you are saying and you're putting on other people because you haven't reached that point in life yet. Just saying. Be very careful of that. Be mindful of the words that you speak. Because listen, there's power in the tongue, honey. Be careful on that. So um, the ladies are trying to hold Mia accountable for what she's saying, and it just wasn't cool. And I'm be real with you. Ashley and then was holding Giselle accountable too, because they were like, well, hold on, Giselle. You talking about the balloons that being shady and showing up to the house. Didn't we do that with the pizza a couple of seasons ago? They holding you accountable, Giselle, and I love it. I love it. Now, while Mia and Giselle are going back and forth, Wendy chimes in. And Wendy's like, listen, Giselle, when you thought I had made a look or I had said something about your children, you jumped down my throat. But you giving her a lot more grace when she actually said something about your children. And then Giselle saying she's not going to compare the two because at the time, Wendy, I didn't like you. Me and Mia have a relationship. Honestly, then that's in that case, I would have more to say to Mia because you know me. Me and you are friends. That's not cool for you to do that. For you to take a moment that was private and you to bring it up here and make it seem like I'm trying to make my children seem perfect, which in her eyes they can be because they are to her. They're her children. Um, but I just thought that was interesting that Wendy kind of did that. I was like, "Ooh, ain't y'all supposed to be friends this season?" Wendy's like, "Listen, baby, I'm here for me. I know that's right, Wendy. Wendy said, let me remind you, Giselle, we might be cool, but I never forgot, honey. So I was here for it. Now, as you know, they're having this conversation. Mia starts to break down about, y'all don't understand how difficult it is for her and what she's going through with Gordon, and y'all just don't get it. Which a lot of the people don't. And Mia, we honestly, we do feel for you, but sometimes you make it hard for us too because of the way that you do things. But we hate that you're going through the situation. We don't want anyone to go through that. So we definitely do hate that. So as we get done with dinner, it starts getting funny to me because Stacy knock on Giselle door and she's like, hey, Rumor, you got some toothpaste? And Giselle just look at the camera like, girl, no. That was really, really funny. But then The next day, Jacqueline is trying to take a photo, and Karen was like, "You know what, girl, I'll do it for you. You know, you don't got to ask the people around here to do it. I can do it," which is extending an olive branch. So good, kudos on Karen for doing that. Karen was trying to move forward. Now, when Karen threw that shade about that Fashion Nova, now Karen, hold on. Not too much on Fashion Nova, because I happen to be a Fashion Nova baddie myself, and sometimes I do like to adorn myself in Fashion Nova, but that's all right. Um, so yeah, fast forward. Wendy brings gifts to the girls as they are sitting there, and Mia is missing. So Mia is missing, but she eventually. The way they clipped that was odd. I guess she eventually showed up, or either Jacqueline went to her because Jacqueline was in that scene when Mia was talking to her mom. What happened was Gordon didn't want the kids with the babysitter or the nanny, and he went and picked them up. He picked them up and then he dropped them off somewhere else, which is really weird. I hate that Mia's going through this situation. I have a question though. I'm shocked that because of what he's going through, I'm shocked that she doesn't have like some order of protection or like strict guidelines of him being able to take the children. I think that she really needs to get something in court, some documentation to be like, hey, he can't just go and pick up the children because of the state that he could possibly be in. Because it seems really dangerous that he could just do that and you don't know where your kids are. He's not answering the phone and you know that he's a little, well, I think they say he's manic. Excuse me if I have it wrong. I'm just really shocked that you don't have that in place. And if not, I strongly, strongly suggest that you do. Honestly, for the kids. And then I don't know if the kids have a phone, but getting the kids a phone, at least one, so that you can make sure that they're good because that's not okay. That's really, really, really scary. So my heart goes out to Mia and her family. Um, but yeah, y'all, next episode looks like it's pretty good too. So that is where we end with the Real Housewives of Potomac episode review. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you are coming back, thank you so much for joining us and coming back to get more of Singing the Tea. We will have Married to Medicine coming out. If not today, then for sure tomorrow. And y'all, we're going to keep this train on the tracks. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Send it to a family member, send it to a friend. And we're going to keep this family party going. Have a good one, y'all.